Hey friends, if you travel a lot or you want to travel a lot, it can be really easy for those trips to sneak up on us and even sometimes fall through the cracks because life gets too full. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how my husband and I plan all of our trips for an entire year and how we use our digital calendar to do so that our traveling doesn't totally derail our work and home life. So here is how we do it. Once a year, usually in January, or actually, I should say like mid December, we sit down together and we discuss any trips that we know that we're taking. So, family weddings coming up, holiday travel, which is pretty consistent through like year over year, long weekends, any business travel, and so on. Then we also plan trips that we hope to take, like an anniversary trip or maybe a birthday fun weekend, but we're not quite sure if they're going to fit, right? And then we don't just talk about it. I put every single trip on the calendar. So even if it's just a placeholder. But for instance, let's say we're in September here. So we're going to a marriage conference. So I'm going to add marriage conference. Oh, one of them's always in. And we're going to Tampa. Let's see here. So I want to make sure that it's all day. And I'm going to put the beginning and end dates. And now when I'm in both the week view, I can see it as an all day here, but also the month view, which is really helpful when you're like scanning through the entire year and you can kind of see. So I filled in some other ones just for ease of like visualizing, right? But we can say, okay, there's a marriage conference here, and then a trip to Wisconsin here. An all-day trip. I will put all-day trips in, especially if it's, from like 8 a.m. until midnight or something, which a full day to Busch Gardens is likely, going to be. And then for like the holiday trips, I'll put like what the holiday is and where we're going to be. So Thanksgiving, maybe a trip to Key West here, back to Wisconsin, where I'm from. Go back, go. And then I didn't fill it out for the rest of the year, but you kind of get the idea here. So this is really nice because it allows us to plan work sprints. We don't have children, but if you have children, childcare, and just life logistics so that we can stay on track. And it's a quick way to be like, what do we have coming up in the next couple months, right? How do we need to plan for this? And it really, really helps us stay organized. So one other thing, or actually two other things that I want to mention is you'll notice that they're all in the same color. I'm a huge fan of color coding on the calendar. So on this calendar, obviously they're all in yellow, right? And then you'll see the American holidays are popping up on here as well as all day events. And the other thing is it's easy to move, right? So if I need to adjust it, I can just add days, subtract days easily from this view and also in the week view as well. And just move it around, which I like that ease of access. So you might also be like, okay, Caitlin, but why does this matter? Well, when your calendar reflects your actual life, you can start to plan more thoughtfully around, like I mentioned before, work sprints and maybe renovations at your house or childcare. And another thing, some of these dates, yes, are bound to change, right? Life happens. But when we book early enough, that full year in advance, right? Then we're more likely to follow through on travel, and not just travel, but when we're not traveling, and we don't overbook ourselves, and we can see when the year is getting too full before it's too late. So even if the dates are tentative, we block them anyways, because we can always adjust it later if we need to. So if you're hoping to travel more or just feel a little less overwhelmed, when those trips come around, try this method. Put it on your calendar, color code it, and block that time out. I promise you it will help you to feel less overwhelmed and give you a more organized feeling when it comes to your travel moving forward. So thank you so much for watching, and look for the newest video next week. Happy organizing, my friend.